Hello, kings and queens. This is Queen J, and I'm back, and this is Talks with Queen J. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and comment my video and let me know what you guys think. So last time I talked to you guys, I was at 139 subscribers. 239 subscribers. I am now at 251 subscribers, and that was just a couple of days ago, y'all. So thank you for all my new subscribers. I love you guys, and I'm gonna keep consistent with my content. With that all being said, let's get right into this video. Now, this video is gonna be titled "It Be Your Own Kind." Now, if you're close to me, you would know that I have a new job, working at one of the prestigious, I guess you could call it a hospitals, in our city. And I've been wanting to work here for a long time. Like, I'm a CNA. First started out at Florida Hospital, then worked at a couple of nursing homes. Now, I'm somewhere else where I'm loving it. It's totally different from any place I've ever worked. It's so much more to learn. It's so much more to see. It's so many more different people and ethnicities to get to know, and it's very diverse. I'm learning a lot. So, with that being said, this is like my second week working alone by myself. So, like last week I worked alone by myself, but for most of those days I was a sitter, and being a sitter is sitting with somebody that for 12 hours that is like likes to get out of bed, hop up, do this, do that, and somebody needs to watch over them so they don't hurt themselves, so they don't fall and things like that. So that was last week. I didn't really learn too much last week, I was a sitter. So this week, this is like, I guess, basically my first official whole night alone as a CNA at this place. Now, in working alone, every time I work on my floor, it's either, there's always three CNAs, or what we call them at where I work, oncology techs. There's always three, and, they could be permanent people on our floor, or they could be floats that float throughout the facility. So today it was a girl named, I'm not gonna give y'all their real names, I'm sorry. It was me. We're gonna say a girl named Amanda and another girl named Tasha. So mind you, all of us get along. Amanda, she was training me when I was like on the floor shadowing, so she trained me for like a day or two. And Tasha, me and her clicked like this. She already had the natural hair. She was a brown-skinned goddess, so I already knew we was going to click and we was going to be here. So, if I had any questions, me and her sat next to each other. We was charting all night, talking and whatnot, telling each other a little bit about each other. She was telling me a little bit about the floor. She was a float. She really mostly only floats to our floor, so she knows most of the nurses, daytime, nighttime, and everything else like that. So me and her was, kicking the bobo, just talking and whatnot. And as an oncology tech, you have about the most patients you can have at this place, thank the Lord, is like 7 to 10 patients at the most. And y'all, that is not much compared to when I first started out being a CNA working at Florida Hospital. I could have anywhere from 15 plus patients. Okay. So, in having 7 patients, which is what we all had tonight, you'll have maybe 3 nurses that you're working with. Each one of those nurses has maybe 3 patients, 4 patients at the most. One of my patients was named Latoya. I thought, like me and Tasha, that me and Latoya was going to be here. Latoya had the natural hair. She had it colored a little bit. She had her little twist out fresh. She had her makeup done. I said, okay, Latoya, I was like, okay. We had our little side conversations too. I thought we was going to be cool. I thought we was going to be good. Y'all, let me tell y'all how Latoya tried it. So, mind you, I am not new to being a CNA. but I am new to the things that go on this floor because I've never worked on this floor before. And working in a hospital, there's so many different kinds of floors, from bone marrow to ICU to ER to, you know, there's so many floors you can work on that you learn something different on each floor. So it's maybe towards the end of the night. Mind you, I work 7 to 7. So maybe around like 4 or 5 o'clock, me and Tasha talking, kicking the bobo, whatever. Like I told y'all, me and her was here, so we was talking about everything. Latoya came up to me and asked me about one of the patients. So she asked me if I did a certain duty. She asked me if I emptied something for the patient. So I told her, no, I don't know how to do that. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. And she's looking at me like I'm just the stupidest person she ever seen in her life. And I'm looking like, she's like, oh,
you don't know how to do that? You don't know how to do that? Didn't you go to orientation? I'm looking at her like, is this bit for real? Like, she really for real? Mind
you, y'all, it's not like we in a corner somewhere or we off to the side. We are at the station where everybody is charting at. So mind you, it's me and Tasha over here. It's people over here, people over there. It's people all around us. So I told her I didn't know how to do it. I told her I didn't know I was supposed to do it. I told her that I've never dealt with that type of thing in the other places that I've worked at, so I don't really know how to do that. Which was basically saying to her, in layman's terms, this is a teaching moment. Come show me how to do this so I know for future reference. That's not what Latoya did. Now, Latoya literally kept going back and forth with me for at least 5 minutes. I'm looking at Tasha like she's going back and forth with me saying, oh, you don't know how to do that. I didn't know that you didn't know how to do that. You should have done it sooner. Didn't you go to orientation? They didn't teach you this in orientation. I said they taught us certain things in orientation, but they do not teach us everything in orientation. On different floors, you work with different things, so you're not going to know everything. I said also, I'm new to this floor, so I don't really know everything that I'm supposed to be doing. You can't learn something in 3 days of somebody of shadowing somebody on the floor, because you might not have the patient that's in this section or that section. So she literally was going back and forth with me and basically trying to make me feel stupid and dumb, saying, oh, you didn't go to orientation and this and that. When Tasha had my back, Tasha was like, no, we don't learn this in orientation. Like they tell us about like the general, but they don't break it down that there's so many this under this category and this is how you're supposed to do this and that. They do not teach us all that in orientation. And she was like, our orientation be cut short because we got nurses in our orientation as well. Like Tasha had my back. I was like, okay, Tasha, we here for real. So while we're all having this whole discussion, the CL walks over, which is the clinical leader. Mind you, me, Latoya, and Tasha, we is all black women. The CL came over there. She's a blonde white girl. Like, she's not like, oh my God, white girl, but you know, she a white girl, she cool or whatever. Like, she was the like clinical leader, which means that if anybody needs help with anything, she'll help them. She picks up, I think 1 or 2 patients off the floor, and if the nurses need help or we need help, she comes and helps us. So she just slid over there and was just like looking or whatever. And like, this lady is still trying to go back and forth with me. And I'm just sitting here like saying the same thing. Like, oh, we've established that you didn't know that I didn't know how to do it. And we've established that I didn't know how to do it and didn't know I was supposed to do it. So she finally was like, oh, well, you know, you don't learn everything shadowing somebody on the floor in 3 nights. You know, it's not your fault that you don't know how to do it. She was like, well, all you gotta, you know, she was really basically saying, like, really all you gotta do is go show her how to do it or whatever. And the nurse was still trying to go back and forth with me. I didn't know that you didn't know how to do it. We've established this, sweetheart. We've established that I don't know how to do it. We've established that. The clinical leader all the way over here came over here and established that. And you're still on that. Instead of making this a teaching moment and saying, okay, you don't know how to do it. Let me come show you how to do it. You know why? Because she didn't want to do it her damn self. She's one of those nurses that don't really like to touch the patient. She's a lazy nurse. There's a lot of nurses that should not be at bedside, which is the nurses that have bad attitudes. And there's a lot of nurses that shouldn't be nurses, which is nurses that are scared to touch patients or are lazy and think that their think that their oncology tech is going to do everything for them. And that's not the deal. And that's not what's going to happen. So, Latoya's still trying to go back and forth with me. I'm just looking at, like, the CL and Tasha over here, like... So, the CL, we'll call her Sarah. Sarah says, Jocelyn, come on, I'll show you how to do it. I said, thank you. That's all I've been basically saying this whole time. Come show me how to do it. Like, we going back and forth for what? A long time ago, you could have shown me how to do this. You taught me something new. So, me and Sarah went to the room. She explained it. First we went to go get the equipment. We got the equipment. We went to the room. We gowned up. She explained it. She showed me how to do it. She gave me tips. She did everything a leader was supposed to do, which is what I would expect from a nurse to show her tech, because we're working together. But that didn't happen. That it was a disconnect somewhere. I don't know. But I'm here to learn. Like, I don't know everything. Of course I don't know everything. This is my 2nd week at this freaking place. And you trying to make me look stupid in front of, like, everybody? Talking about, didn't I go to orientation? Yeah, girl, I went to orientation. And they didn't teach us about this. So, we went in there, did what we did, came back out. While we were in the room, she was saying, you know, I'm sorry about that. You know, all she had to do was, like, really just come show you how to do it. And I was like, yeah, that's what I was just asking. I didn't understand why she kept going back and forth with me. She was like, I don't know, girl. She was like a young white girl, maybe like late 20s or early 30s, something like that. But she was cool. So we come out the room and whatever. You know, I learned what I learned, charted it, whatever. Everything was good. So later on that night, mind you, I had to keep working with Latoya throughout the rest of the night until the morning. So she asked me, I was charting and talking with Tasha, and she peeked her head out of her room and asked me to come help her. So I went to go help her. I went to go gown up and go help her with the patient or whatever, and, you know, we did what we needed to do. Now, as I'm walking out of the room, Latoya
says, do you work tomorrow night? No, do you work tonight?
I said, yeah. She said, oh. She was like, oh. Like, bitch. Y'all don't know how bad I wanted to snatch that lady. But I kept my composure because this is a new job and she's a floating nurse. She's not going to be here all the time. But, Lord. Like, that was my last straw. Like, not only are you being rude to me and trying to make me feel stupid and not teaching me what you're supposed to teach me and not working together with me to get the job done, but then you're going to be upset because I'm working tonight? Oh, girl. Oh, girl, it's gonna be a great night. But why I named this video "It Be Your Own Kind" is because after the first encounter that we had, when she walked away or whatever, after I came back from with the CL showing me how to do whatever I was supposed to do, I didn't even think about this, but Tasha was like, girl, like, really? I was like, girl. She was like, all she had to do was show you how to do it. And I was like, exactly. I don't know why she kept going back and forth with me. It made no sense. She was like, girl, be your own kind. I said, oh, girl, Tasha. Tasha. I said, girl. So, y'all, that's what happened to me tonight at work. Like, I wasn't, like, sad or mad about it, but I was just like annoyed and frustrated. It was like, girl, like we supposed to be here, like we're black women, we're in the same field, you supposed to want to teach me, like you supposed to want to see me do better, but you over here like, oh, acting like an old Becky, hating. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, she was so baffled that I did not know how to do that. Like it was just so crazy to her that I didn't know how to do it. Like, I don't know, y'all. That really made me feel a type of way, and I would never treat somebody like that. I would never try to make somebody look stupid in front of other people. I would also never do that in front of other people, and I would also. That's just not cool. Like, that's not even okay. I wouldn't even do that with somebody I didn't like unless they tried me first. I probably wouldn't even do that if they tried me, because I'm in a professional setting and I likes my job. For now. So yeah, you guys, let me know if you guys have encountered anything like this in the workplace. It kind of hurt my feelings. Like, I'm not sad about it, but it frustrated me, it annoyed me, and it kind of hurt my feelings too, because it's just like, damn, like, you black, I'm black, we both women, like, I don't understand. But, alright guys, let me know what you think about my video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Continue to hold yourselves up as kings and queens. I love you guys. Stay black. Love your melanin. Continue to hold yourselves up. Love on these children. And teach them the way. Mwah.